Hey family, it's your girl Denise, just Denise hanging out. Listen, I took off the day, at least from one job, because you know me, I work multiples, and I love them all. But I took the day off to take care of some health challenges, and between doctor's appointments, just grabbed something to eat, and said, let me listen to some of my motivational family members and stay inspired and encouraged, because that's what you got to do. And get ready to go into this next appointment. Man, anybody who has, just let me tell you, you need to have good health, family. You got to do what you need to do to maintain great health. And if you don't have it, you got to get it. And if you don't know how, then you need to seek professional help. And I'm not just talking about doctors. There's so many options and modalities and things that you can do to learn how to eat better, understand what food does to your body. But once you do everything you're supposed to do, if something in this thing that's not perfect, our body still decides it wants to try to fail you, well, then you have to do what you need to do. You have to do what you need to do mentally to make sure that you're strong enough to continue to press through that challenge and through that struggle. And your sis is being challenged. And mentally, I just got to make sure I stay on top of being inspired and encouraged, not just for myself, but because my assignment and my purpose is to inspire and encourage others. And I can't do that if I'm in a place of darkness. So yes, while I'm sitting here and waiting for another doctor's appointment to see if I need to have a procedure in this particular case, I was listening to a brother named Will Hollis. That's his name. First time hearing him, actually. He was in a motivational compilation that included my mentor, Les Brown. It's like, who is this fella? Will Hollis. And he was, one of his little short speeches was talking about your struggle is your gift. Powerful message. Because we look at our struggle as the thing that oftentimes is trying to hold us down, trying to keep us from progressing. And there's a lot in your struggle. I'm telling you, your struggle is what made you who you are. Like, you can be mad at being in a single parent household and not having your dad or your mom in your life. You can be mad that you had to grow up in a particular environment. You can be mad that, somebody treated you a certain way, or you felt like you should have had something that you didn't have. You can be mad all you want, but all of those things that you count as deficiencies are things that made you who you are today. They made you resilient. They made you learn how to redefine family. They made you learn how to depend more on your creativity and your ability to figure it out. They made you who you are. Good, bad, or indifferent. They contributed to who you are. The thing about your struggle being your gift that I wish he would have gone further with is your struggle is your gift only if you unwrap it. Your struggle is your gift only if you unwrap it. It's a gift, no doubt. Absolutely. But it doesn't benefit you if it stays in the box wrapped up with a nice bow. You've got to unpack that stuff. That's the thing that people don't want to do. We don't want to go into our past. We don't want to look at the hard stuff and the painful stuff and the things that hurt us. We don't want to go into that stuff and get the wisdom out of it. Get the lessons out of it. Sometimes we repeat so many things, and when we sit down with a professional, we go to counseling, or we do, any type of real soul search, and we find out, man, we've been repeating this thing over and over again. It's just been looking different. It looked different at 13 than it did at 23, than it did at 33, than it did at 43, but it's still the same behavior because it's still the same mindset, because we didn't go in and unpack what I needed to learn from that situation, what I needed to glean from, what was the good in it that I can continue to apply, what was the bad in it that I need to get rid of, all of that. Your struggle is indeed your gift if you unwrap it. Otherwise, it's just sitting there. weighing you down, taking up space. I'm telling you, man, your freedom and your victory is in going into those places that you don't want to go. Going into those places that you don't want people to even know you know the address of. Like, I don't want you to know that I used to do that. I don't want you to know that, I was in this particular environment. I got it all together now. That's my past. Yeah, okay. There's this difference between unpacking something and putting it where it belongs and putting something in a storage unit. So when you unpack a box, you unpack a box, and you decide the plates belong here and the cups belong here. You unpack another box and your shirts go here and your shoes go there. But then you got this storage unit that just has boxes of stuff. And while you can't see the stuff, while it's not sitting in your face in your living room each and every day, guess what? It's still your stuff. It's still sitting there in that storage unit. You're still accountable for it. You still got to clean it out one day. And if you don't, can I tell you what's going to happen? It's going to get passed on to somebody else. Passed on to your kids, passed on to your spouses, your siblings, passed on to people who love you, who are willing to pick up your stuff because you wouldn't. You got to go in that storage unit and clean that stuff out. I have a friend once who, when I was living in New Jersey, I asked him to help me clean up my storage unit. He's like, how long you had that stuff in there? I'm like, a couple of years. You haven't been using it. It's excess. It's waste. It's just sitting there. And I had to go into that storage unit and actually decide, okay, what do I need and what do I not need? Because some of this stuff can bless other people. Some of it's just trash. I'm just holding on to it because I've been holding on to it. Man, you better go into that storage unit of your heart and clean it out. That might be the thing that's keeping you from finding that person that you can spend the rest of your life with. That may be keeping you from that, getting over that wall that will help you actually believe that you can start that business and be successful at it. That might be the thing that's keeping you from getting rid of those extra 20, 30, 40 pounds because you just, that's been your buffer of protection and security all this time, man. That thing you don't want to clean out, that might just be the thing that's been holding you back for so long. Man, I know people with storage units and they drop $200, $300 a month to maintain those storage units. Man, you know what I could do with an extra $300 a month? Okay, it don't sound like a lot until you don't have it. And then it's a lot. Please, oh please, no, you got to go into those storage units, clean them out. The storage unit of your heart, of your life, and get rid of the stuff that's not benefiting you. Get rid of the things that's not allowing you to prosper and to succeed. Get rid of the things that's holding your mind and your heart hostage from your success and from your growth and from you becoming the best version of you can be. I mean, your struggle and the stuff you went through, that stuff is important because it made you who you are. And guess what? You're still here. Whatever negativity the enemy meant for it to come out of it, it did not consume you. It did not take your life. You are still here. And therefore, you have a purpose. You have an assignment. And you have something that God wants you to have. He wants only the best for you. But if you hold on to that stuff that wasn't of him, or it was from him for a particular reason, and you still don't have the purpose behind it extracted from it because you're just busy looking at the hurt you had to go through, man, if you don't deal with some of that stuff, your struggle is your gift if you unwrap it. Look inside that box. See if it fits. You ever hold on to a gift so long when you open it, find out it was a shirt or something and it don't even fit anymore? It did when they gave it to you. Or you held onto an envelope because you thought, oh, it was just a card. And then you opened the card and it was like $20, $50 in it you didn't know about. Man, you gotta open that gift. Open that gift. Open that struggle. Go through it. I'm saying, if it's some stuff that's just too hard for you to do by yourself, God's appointed, assigned, educated people who are capable of being able to make sure that you go through it and get what you need out of it without it destroying you, without it, taking you to a dark place. So you don't have to do it by yourself. Shame makes you feel like you got to do it by yourself. Like you really don't want anybody to know you went through that. You don't want anybody to see you differently or think that, you're somebody who was in the past and you're not the person who you are now. I mean, don't let shame keep you from your growth, from your prosperity. Don't do that. Nope. Oh, look, I've talked myself very close to my next appointment now. Much love to everybody. Hey, Brent. Hey, Fran. Pablo. Oh, there's names on here don't even know. Much love to all of y'all. Hey, Bobby. Teresa. Raquel. Harold. Ricardo. Cedric. Ingrid. Michael. What's up, man? Octavia. Much love to you. Hey, Ma. My mom's on, y'all. Cody. That's a phenomenal speaker right there. He's one of those that can help you with your fitness and your nutrition goals as well. Listen, unpack that stuff. Don't hold on to it. Don't hold on to it. Like, it's not benefiting you. There's so much phenomenal greatness out there. I mean, the God that we are children of is over everything. And if you think about everything, that means like everything. You have access through your Creator to everything. There's no limits unless you put them on yourself. There's absolutely no limits. You just got to be willing to say, I'm going to do what it takes to get access to that stuff. And some of that thing that you're going to have to do is to let go of the past. Then you can have access to everything. Your only limit is your ability to see that. Your ability to realize it exists, like everything exists. Everything isn't even the word that it truly encompasses all that's available to you. Everything. Because he's our Father. And you know, we're his legacy. And so that's what's available to us. But pain, hurt, it's like your vision's all the way out here. I know you can't see my hands, but your vision's all the way out here. And pain and hurt bring it in a little bit. And then disappointment brings it in some more. And then, you know, somebody who you trusted betrays you, and that brings it in some more. And more junk gets put on until all of a sudden your vision is right here. Like a horse with blinders on. You can't see nothing but what's in front of you. And just because you can only see what's in front of you does not change the fact that all of this is still there. It's still there. You just don't see it or believe that it's for you because you stuck in that stuff in your storage unit. You better clean that out. I love you, and I only want the best for you too. I promise I do. So stay encouraged, all right? Stay encouraged. Pray for the courage to face some things. Pray for the courage to release some things. Ask God how to position you to be the best version of you possible so you can be effective in this earth and you can live a prosperous and happy life and healthy life, which is why I'm going into this doctor's appointment right now. God bless y'all. I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll chat later. Just Denise.